Good morning, everybody. Do we have some new people who never done yoga before? First time ever doing yoga practice? And I know we have a couple people at least who is the first time in this room. You are here for survival, guys. I'm glad you're here. We lock the door, you can't get out. We're gonna torture you till the end. All right, team, come on up. We're gonna start today standing. We're doing a regular power yoga practice, half of the way, and then the second part we will stretch, relax, and restore. So let's go ahead and start in the center of our mat. Reach all the way up. Inhalation, and on exhalation, slowly fold forward. Round your spine, relax your neck, slowly look halfway through. Inhale, and on exhalation, exhale and fold forward. Relax your head, relax your neck, and just simply continue to breathe. Slowly lift your heels off the ground. Come on up on the tippy toes, support yourself with your fingertips. And then gently release your heels back down and bring your toes off the floor. Waking up Achilles. And switch it again. Go ahead and lift your heels. Come on up on the tippy toes. And then all the way rock back down to your heels. Lift the tippy toes. Put your both feet on the floor. Bend your right knee. Open up towards the left. Give it a good gentle rotation first. Close your eyes or keep them open. And then slowly switch the direction. Bend your left knee. Put your left hand on the floor or on the block. Close your eyes or keep them open, whichever feels right. And then fold forward back. This time bend your knees. Relax your head. Grab your elbows, bind. And just like a rag doll, side to side. Very good. Come on back with the hands on the floor, halfway neutral lift, and bend your knees. Find yourself in the chair pose. Just a gentle, soft chair pose. If you need to bring your hands up front of the chest, you can do that. Go ahead and sweep with me. Reach up, little back bend. Bring your both hands up front of the heart. Close your eyes, Tadasana. Look inside your heart, inside your body. Make a decision to be strong, to be healthy, to take care of your physical and mental health. We have only one body. We're here to become stronger, become the best versions of ourselves. No judgment, no comparison. Just enjoy every single minute. Open up your eyes, reach up all the way. Exhalation, forward fold, and walk with me towards your plank. Step all the way back and rock your heels on the left. Open up, right arm above the head. Big opening, big stretch, hips up. And all the way rock your heels on the right. Open up, big opening, big stretch. Inhalation, exhalation, knees on the floor, everybody. And do your first gentle push-up. All the way. Upward facing dog. And downward facing dog. All the way. Relax. Bend your knees right and left, one at a time. Just see how it feels. Explore. Shift the body weight back towards the heels. Relax your head, your neck. Make it limp and loose. And then once you're done with your knees, bend your one knee, your right, and look underneath even deeper. For those who are able to take your left hand off the floor, go ahead and reach towards your left ankle, your right ankle. You don't have to do that, that's simply an option. Let's go ahead and bend our left knee and reach the right hand towards the left foot or ankle. Look underneath the left. It can be intense for beginners, so just stick with the downward facing dog. Go ahead and put your knees on the floor or hover with me. Guys. Wrist, elbow, shoulder, one on top another. Keep on breathing. On exhalation, back to your downward facing dog. Beginners, definitely, you can send your knees on the floor instead of hover. Go ahead and hover again. Breathe, neutral spine. Excellent, come on back up. We do a couple more times. I know it's intense for the upper body. We're gonna rest and relax that. Couple more, guys, breathe. Go back to the downward facing dog. One more time, everyone, and breathe. Go ahead and send your knees on the floor and reach your right arm. Good circle. Good quality rotation, couple times on one direction. And then once you're ready, go ahead and reverse it. Simply reverse it to the other direction. Reach arm all the way up, expand nicely. Let's wake up the shoulders, sweep it under. Thread the needle, stay where you are. You can open up and take the left arm up. You can take it behind the back, or you can go ahead for extra upgrades if you're ready for your balance. Intermediate and advanced definitely go. In beginners, stay in a simple thread the needle. We breathe, we hold. We don't hold the breath, but we hold the asana. And we breathe, guys. We need to breathe, especially if you hold in the balance. Go ahead and let it go. And send your left foot on the floor. Take your left arm above your head. Just little progression of that thread the needle. We still staying on the right shoulder. Come on back up slowly. Find your healthy tabletop and continue with that arm circle again. Just a few on one direction. And then once you feel the freedom in the shoulder, reverse it all the way through. Reach arm all the way up. Prepare for thread the needle from the other side. Your best choice would be to put your hand flat on the floor, guys. It's gonna help you to hold our shoulder in a nice position. Go ahead and reach your leg up if you're doing this, or just stay where you are. You can also bind as an option. Very nice job. Make sure, guys, you're breathing. Don't hold the breath. Don't hold the breath. And slowly on exhalation, send your foot, your right toes on the floor, your left arm, guys, right above. Right above. And then start to come back up. All the way, careful, up and down. Cat and cow, simple, strong one. Give me a couple more and then we're going to expand to the downward facing dog again. All the way, reach your right leg up. And draw your right knee towards the nose, guys. Plank or plank on your knees. Nice and strong. Take it back up. Right knee towards the left elbow. Take it back up and right knee towards the right elbow outside. And one more time towards your nose, guys. You got this. Towards your nose and hold it for few extra breaths. Extend that leg, push down, Chaturanga Dandasana. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Relax and restore. Bend your knees. Go to the child pose if you have to. Always there for you. Go ahead and raise your left leg up. Go ahead and draw your knee towards the nose. Plank or plank on the knees. Reach back up. Toward the right. Take it back up towards the left outside, guys. Take it back up towards the nose and hold. Breathe. Extend the leg, Chaturanga Dandasana of your choice. Do it on your knees if you have to. downward facing dog. Relax and restore. Take a deep breath in and raise your right leg. Look underneath the right, open it up, bend your left elbow. See if you can press your left elbow into the floor. Try to shift the body weight even more back towards the hips. Left knee soft and straight if you can. Relax your head and neck. Come on up and step to your low lunge. If you need a few extra steps in order to reach the low lunge, simply push your front foot into your lunge. Reach all the way up. Take your both hands and bind. Push them up towards the ceiling. Close your eyes, find the balance. Try to reinforce your position on the floor with your breathing. We're gonna go for the humble position of the arms behind the back. If it's too much for your balance, you're just gonna put, guys, your hands next to your foot. You don't have to bind them behind. Start to fold. One step at a time. Come on back up slowly. Take your left hand on the floor and simply open up. Try to stay in your lunge. Just simply open it up. Take a deep breath in. On exhalation, switch the position. My intermediate and advanced. Go for your bind when you're ready. You don't have to do it. You don't have to do it at all. But if you're doing it, make sure that you're taking the chest up towards the ceiling. Looking really good, guys. All right, prepare to step to your single downward facing dog. Right leg up. All the way, Chaturanga Dandasana of your choice. Come on up. For my beginners and new students in this room, we do a lot of transitions, but you can always do your tabletops, child pose in between. Go ahead and raise your left leg. Big raise, bend your knee. Look underneath the left nicely. Spread your rib cage, open up the back, relax your neck. See if you can put your right elbow on the floor. That's an option. Maintain long, straight, right leg if you can. Balance in your body. Take a deep breath, don't hold the breath. Come on up and step forward for your lunge. I want you to notice, especially for my new students, how wide my legs. Because if you're gonna keep them closer, that's definitely going to mess up your lunge a little bit. Reach your arms up, all the way towards the ceiling. Close your eyes. Just enjoy sensations in the body. Body is alive. Go ahead and bind your hands or put them right next to your front foot. Your choice. Open it up first. Go ahead and dive. And let's slowly come back up, and we take our right on the floor, open up towards the left first. And then simply switch the direction. And if you would be ready for the bind, go for it, or just stay where you are. Just make sure that bind does not messing up with your back too much. You can breathe, you can open. You're definitely not holding the breath. Come on back. Prepare to step to your single-legged position. And then your chaturanga if you can. Downward facing dog. Take a deep breath in, deep breath out. Look halfway through, bend your knees, step walk or hop. Halfway neutral spine, forward fold. Look halfway through. Utkatasana or chair pose. Arms all the way up. We're gonna go for the gentle sweep. Try to hold your both knees together, guys, and sit a little bit lower to the squat. All the way sweep to the one side. Reach up, arms along the ears if you can. And then sweep to the other side. Good job. One more time. Sweep up. Arms along the ears, nice and straight. All the way sweep out. Good. Again, all the way reach up. And sweep. Come on up, guys. Inhalation, little back bend. Exhalation, forward fold. Look halfway through. Take your right leg up. Reach up and squat with me, guys. Squat with me gently. Doesn't have to be a big squat at all. Take your both hands up front. Hold your squat with me for a few breaths, and then we're gonna make a transfer to our tree pose. Come on up slowly. Please tap the floor as many times as you need in order to do the transfer. Both hands up front of the heart. To begin with, it's always good. Reach arms to the side. Take a breath. Go ahead and take your left arm behind your left shoulder and right underneath. For some of us, it's going to be a challenging. It's a great place to start to use your straps, your towels, or even piece of clothing, guys. If you have extra jacket, it's cold outside today. Breathe. We're gonna go for that gentle warrior 3, guys. Keep your arms if you can with me. Elbows up towards the ceiling if you still have a bind. And if you're ready for a little challenge, go ahead and squat with me again. You have an amazing balance. Sometimes it just needs a little bit time to uncover it. Don't stress about your balance. Put your left hand on the floor. Prepare for the Ardha Chandrasana. Tap the floor as many times as you have to do your transitions. I strive for a touchless one. It's not always happening, but I do my best. Go ahead and bind for intermediate and advanced. Open it up, guys. Try to be open and free in each and every asana. Even when it's challenging, there is a freedom and comfort. Remember, when asana done right, it can be challenging and spacious at the same time. When it's done wrong, you hold in your breath, it's painful. That's not what we're looking for. We're looking for a challenge, but not the pain. Go ahead and send your both hands on the floor. Step back to your chaturanga. Knees on the floor or left leg up. How are you doing? We have another side to finish, I know. Remember, the first time is power, the second time is stretch. Almost at relaxation, not completely. Look halfway through. Both knees bent, step back or hop. We're gonna go for another halfway. Bend your knees, Utkatasana. This time we're gonna go for the heel lift on the right. Go ahead and sweep it first. And put your hands outside. Breathe, guys. Body weight away from the toes. Do your best on that one. Sweep it up, both heels on the ground. Arms along the ears if you can. Bend your knees. Lift your left sweep. Go ahead in. Put the left elbow outside of the left and bind. Very nice jobs. Arms up along the ears. That's challenging. You can always put your hands next to the chest sweep. Hips forward. Chest up, back bend of your choice. All the way forward fold, guys. Take your left leg up. Doesn't have to be parallel the floor. That would be nice if you work on it. But do your best. Go ahead and bend your right knee. Hold your hands on the floor or put them up front. Breathe, guys. I know a lot of work on that leg, especially after yesterday's workout. If you attend, legs are so sore. All right, come on up with your transition to your tree pose. Your way. Don't look at other people. Just try to stay within. Try to feel your foot on the floor. And if you're ready, we're gonna go for bind. Your right arm is gonna go behind the right shoulder, left underneath. Use the straps, towels, piece of clothing, use the wool, or just keep your hands up front of the heart. Okay, we're going back to the balance, guys. Tap the floor if you have to. Make a transfer. If you still have a bind, strive to open your chest rather than rounding your back. Don't slouch the shoulders with your bind. Join me for the squat back if you can. Go ahead and undo your arms for Ardha Chandrasana, your choice. You can keep your both hands on the floor. You can also use the blow, guys, underneath the right hand. That's going to be a great choice. Standing bind is not for every 1.5 moon. Give it a try. You never know what you're going to discover. Breathe, guys, breathe, breathe, breathe. Very nice job. Go ahead. Take your both hands on the floor. Chaturanga, knees on the floor, or right leg up, guys. Or right leg up if you can. Push down. Very good. Downward facing dog. Close your eyes. If you need to go to your child pose, this is your time. We're going to be here in a downward facing dog in about 8 to 10 breaths. So if you need your child pose, that's a good time. I will tell you when to come back. If you're practicing in a downward facing dog, be live, be dynamic. Don't just stay still. Move, readjust. Let the body melt deeper. Check your palms flat on the floor. Belly goes down towards the lower back. Maintaining a good support for the lower back. That's important. Relax your neck, your head. Drop the top of your head straight down towards the floor. Go ahead and raise your right leg and step to your runner lunge. Runner lunge, just the same like your low lunge, but the back knee is on the floor. If you need to put that back knee on the ground, do that as you did in your low lunge. Arms up, heel elevated. Your back heel is elevated. That makes it a little bit more challenging for the balance, but you can do it. Lift your front heel. Breathe in, breathe out. Give me a big sweep. Place your heel back and hover your upper body right above the front thigh. Arms along the sides of the body, nice and strong, guys. Very good. All the way, sweep arms up. Stay right here in your hover. Breathe. Stay strong on the both legs equally. Don't let just the front leg work. It's going to be hard. Open up to your warrior two. Simply pivot on the back foot. Open up. Use both legs for the strings, guys. Tap the back leg softly. Nice and soft. Don't put too much pressure. Open it up. Fold forward to the side stretch. Transfer your hips from the right to the center and transfer more body weight to the back leg. More body weight away from the front. Start to fold forward. Start to fold forward. Fold forward gently. All you have to do right now is to transfer your right hand up front. You can keep it behind. It's a little bit more challenging. If you know that you're normally using the block or your shin for your Trikonasana, then do so. I want you to bring a special attention to your shoulders. Don't shrug them, guys. Make sure you open them and lengthen in through the neck and the spine, from the tailbone to the top of your head. We do another bind here as an option like we did in a side bind angle. Arm behind. Start with hand down toward the inner thigh or behind the back. Give it a little bit time. And then once you feel more room, go ahead and bind. Free an extra space first. Front knee soft and extended if you do the bind in Trikonasana. Come back with me, guys. Go ahead and plant your back knee on the floor, just like this. We're gonna go first for the lizard and then for equestrian. So at the end of the practice, we can practice the splits if you will decide. Come on down. For beginners, it's already challenging to put elbows on the floor, so stay up here. Stay on the hands, right? Put the blocks underneath if you have those, or go under. Go all the way under. Give it a hug. See if you can put your forehead on the floor. Stay with me for a few extra breaths. Don't hurry up. I forgot to mention the quadricep stretch before equestrian, so come on back up and catch up on your back leg. What can happen then when you're trying to catch, you simply can't reach. You're going to take the knee forward, catch up, and then slide it back again. So there is a few versions how you can do it. But you have to end up with not a square hips here. You need to end up all the way leaning forward. The reason why we're working, guys, on this muscle on the left leg. From the hip to the knee, the quadricep on the left. That's our goal, I know. Go ahead and lean deeper if you can. Do you feel your left leg yet? I don't think you feel it enough. All right, let's lean a little bit more. It's going to be a little burning sensation in the muscle. Do you feel it now? That's good. We can let it go. All right, come on up, guys. Equestrian can be challenging, team. So if you need to have your hands for support, do it. All I want you to do is to move your front foot a little bit more towards the front. So simply away from the knee. If your lunge was here, it's going to be a little bit farther. Hands here. Or use your blocks if you have a blocks. Come on down. Not an easy one. Use your hands on the floor, guys, if you have to. Just lean forward over and use your hands. Release your toes. You got this. Give it another few breaths. And then softly return back. While we're right here, we're gonna give a little work to our back in Ustrasana and then come back for the flow from the other side. So go ahead and set your knees, hips width apart. Do your best to go with the both hands. If you feel that you can't reach your heels, we will release them later. Then do the one arm at a time. And I want you all to look at me, especially for the new people. Many times when we reach first, we end up here. This is not working your back at all, right? It's working your quads. You have to push the hips forward and create that little push forward, little C curve. You can also put your hands into the lower back. How deep and curved your back bend, it doesn't really matter. As long as it's done correctly, even a little bit will improve the flexibility of the spine. Come on up and let's repose it first. Just put your forehead on the floor, closer to your knees. Just to compensate. Come on up. I also plan for us to practice the wheel at the very end after the practice, after the splits. So that's a good beginning for the wheel. Do the same thing, release your toes, and come back one more time. Hips forward, chest up. If you're next to the wall, you can also use the wall for your hands. Come on up, and this time we're gonna go for the downward facing dog to compensate. Stomach in, give it a really good prop for the back. Relax the neck and head, part of your spine. Go ahead and raise your left leg. And step forward, crew. Your runner lunge. Forgot to mention on the other side, avoid this position, open it up. You don't have to be super low and you don't have to keep that knee off the ground if it's not there, but try to hold the lunge if you hold in the lunge. Lean in the both legs equally, guys. Lean in the both legs equally, lift your front heel. Very strong. Arms strong and alive along the ears, guys. Don't bend your elbows. Keep them active as well. Plant your heel back. Hover. Hover, guys. Breathe. Try to distribute body weight between both legs equally again. Arms to the front. Breathe, guys. Prepare for the warrior two. Simply plant your back, foot on the floor, gaze towards the front hand. That's it, and slightly top, very light top. Try not to rely on the back leg, like it's a last resort. All right, come on back to the front forward fold, your side stretch. And immediately notice where your hips are. Move them from left back to the center. That makes a world difference for your flexibility in your lower back and hips, and then you instantly can go deeper for the forward fold. Once you reach your point on the forward fold, move the body weight towards the back leg, because what's happening, you trying to bend front knee, you think, why can't you go deeper? Because you need to shift the body weight toward the back. Relax your head and neck. And simply transfer your left hand to the front. Most likely for everyone, That's the most comfortable position. Where exactly, it's hard to say, somewhere in between your knee and your ankle, depend on your body symmetry. You can also put your hand on the shin or the block. If you're really good with your trikonasana, your triangle, try to close your eyes, find the balance before the bind. If you do that, and go ahead and send the hand behind towards the inner thigh. First, open it as much as you can, and then if you feel more freedom, go ahead and bind. If it's not there, it's not there. It's not a requirement, it's just a little option when you feel that you have more room to work with your body. Come on back to the center and all the way to your low lunge. Join me for the lizard first, the one you can do. Move your foot slightly away, get the shoulder under, bring your forehead forward on the floor if you can. All right, come on up. Return your foot where it was in the low lunge. We're gonna work on the right quadricep now. Kick the leg. Remember, you can move it first, closer your knee, and then grab it with right or left hand. When you find yourself here, that's the time for you to move the hips forward, guys. You gotta lean into that quadricep on your right. Depending how much you're working on this muscle, you're gonna feel a little bit more tense or less tense. But on average, everyone feels very tense on quadricep. Quadricep, one of the most working muscles in the body. One of the most strong and working muscles in the body. Lifting, walking, driving, squatting. Hopefully working a lot, not just sitting on the sofa all day. I just wish it for all of us. Lean forward a little bit more. Let's put that quadricep on fire a little bit deeper, guys. Do you feel it screaming? No more, no more. Yes, a little bit, and let it go. That's really, 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 really good. Equestrian. Front ankle a little bit farther from regular lunge. This is a very sensitive one, so some of us might need a fist or the blocks on the floor. I don't want you to set your chest above your hips if that makes your hips screaming and you can't relax. You have to be able to let go at least for the few breaths. Let the gravity do that job. It's going to help you with the splits. It's a strong asana, not a beginner one. Just a couple more extra breaths and take it back on your knees. All right, we're going to tuck the toes, sit on the toes, guys. We will practice a toe squat in a second. Close your eyes. If you think it's very sensitive, please don't skip this asana. What you can do, you can put your hands back on the floor. That will help you to hold it at least for a few breaths. All right. Take your hands. Come on up for your toe squat, guys. Time is flying. Hands on the ground. We're all the way up front. Before you go for the arm bind, if you will decide to join me, like we did in our tree poses, find yourself comfortable first so you don't have to think about legs too much. We achieve that by breathing and letting go of expectations. You don't have long way to fall. All you need to do is to put your knees on the floor. There's nothing to worry about, really. Let's switch. If your bind is solid, draw the elbows outside, open it up. Try not to look on the floor. You're gonna lose your balance. Okay, very good. All right, go ahead and undo that bind. Fold forward, walk with me guys towards your planks, and then we're gonna hold a very strong chaturanga with your knees on the floor if that requires. And then we're gonna do some prone work. Let me see you practicing. Let me see you practicing. And come on up. Upward facing dog. Slowly release your belly on the floor. Go ahead and put your arms to the front. Definitely, when we go for the bow, that's your option. For a full one, you can stick with a half one, which we're going to be doing right now. And go ahead and reach. There is some progressions here. As your knee off the ground, if you wish to do so, you can keep that knee on the floor and slide that other ankle inside. You got this. And lift the knees. If that doesn't feel challenging enough, you can always take your arm off the floor. That looks really good. We like 5. All right, let it go, guys. And rest. And rest. Rest your flat belly on the floor before we will do the other side. All right. Okay, we're gonna take the arms. And this time gonna be your right leg and your left arm. Reach all the way behind. And start with the knee on the floor, just like this. Then if you're ready, you can lift that knee off the ground and then slide the other leg in. That's good. If it doesn't feel strong enough, we're gonna go up. Looks really nice, guys. Come on, back down. That was really strong. Put the forehead on the floor. Give it a few extra breaths. If you decide to go for the half bind like we did right now, go there or kick your both ankles. Grab them. Go step by step. You don't have to really open it up right away. Just feel your shoulder blades, your quads, which are stretched right now. So inner thighs up towards the ceiling. Try to intentionally direct your inner thighs towards the ceiling. You will find that you can lift up higher. Inner thighs towards the ceiling. Inner thighs towards the ceiling. That's good. Connect your shoulder blades. Reach up with the chest, not your neck, not your forehead, not your teeth. With the chest. Come on down. We must do downward facing dog. We just must go for the downward facing dog and make the back feel good. Oh, that feels so good. That feels so good. Go ahead and take your right leg up. Step to the halfway of your mat. Halfway of your mat and slowly carry over the leg. I know. Carry over the left through. That's very nice. Very good. Notice we're not going back to our Chandrasana. We're just gonna stay right here. Beginners, fist on the floor. I know it's hard. You can sit down. You can pick it up. You can sit back down. Pick it up as many times as you want while we're holding it. Once you reach your second leg, your second hand to the leg, you are on the level of pro, and you can start to show off like the front line does all the time. So you can start your squats if you wish. Nice work, guys. Well, now you make me feel bad. I have to do it as well. And slowly back. Okay, let's sit down and stretch it first. We're gonna do the other side afterwards. Put the right leg inside. If you couldn't do it all the way through, guys, don't worry. Another 10 years together and we're all gonna do it. Time is flying so quick. Go ahead and carry over this leg all the way across for your Gambukasana or cow face pose. We're doing it for the reason so we can practice a strong transition here as well. Close your eyes. If your feet not on the floor, then make them a little bit more shallow. You don't have to put one knee on top of another. All right, take a look, guys. 99% of you can do it. You just don't know yet. Hands on the floor. You have to activate your upper body in order to end up in a plank. If you're gonna try to do it with your legs, it's not gonna work. You have to activate your arms and shoulders and power up. Power up, upper body, push down, chaturanga. You got this, upward facing dog. It looks really crazy when someone else doing it, but actually when you do it once or twice, you find that it's just a dynamics of which muscle to turn on when. All right, take your left leg up. Look now, step halfway and try to carry over the leg. Very good. Very nice, guys. Good job. All right, the easiest way to hold it with the opposite hand. That's the easiest way, the first one when you're starting. Once you did that, start to go first. Very good, guys. So much progress, so much progress. You guys on your left now. I'm on my right. Aha. All right. If you're doing your squats, go ahead. Tony, you can do it. Invisible rope. Give it a couple more extra breaths. Come on down. Fold your left inside. That was strong. Close your eyes. Reach the legs, stretch it nicely, and then we go to Gambukasana, and then we're gonna go on our backs. Remember, we still have our bridges with option of the wheel. Go ahead and carry it over. Ideally, one knee on top of another, and then the feet on the same line, or pretty much the same line. The farther you put your feet away from the base, from the hips, the harder it is actually. The closer to the hips, the easier to sit for longer. Last second executive decision, we're practicing another transfer, and then we're gonna go back on the back. Hands on the floor. Look guys, 99%, I wasn't kidding when I say that because I see your chaturangas you hold in, that's less than chaturanga. Activate shoulders and activate the core. Don't even think about the legs like you don't have them. That's it, like it's a rope. Perfect, push down, chaturanga. Up dog. Downward facing dog. Step forward to the halfway. And come on down to your malasana in the boat pose. Now when you want to show off at the household, you can show them that transition. Come on down. Come on up. Come on down. Come on up and grab your feet. All right. You can bend your knees now. Bend your knees and then bend your knees, bend your knees. Good. Upright seated Western stretch. We practice in it a lot to get stronger. Make sure, guys, that you activate your core when you want to do it. It's all in the core. It's all in the core. It's all in your core. Go ahead and let it go slowly. Draw your feet towards the hips, just up here. And we begin with the bridge. Definitely you don't have to go for the wheel, and I would even say if you have back injuries or for very beginners, maybe stick with the bridges. This is an easy variation of the bridge. Easy one. If you want to go and progress with that, go ahead and grab your ankles. Stay with the easy variation as long as you need. And if you feel that you're ready for the wheel, all you have to do is to send your hands up behind the shoulders. Breathe, guys, breathe. Come on down slowly. We give a little break for the back in Halasana before our final splits. Legs up towards the ceiling, on the wall if you wish, or all the way behind. Make sure you're not rolling on your neck. Neck is free of tension. The body weight stops on the shoulders. Go ahead slowly and set your right foot on the floor. Practice your lizard pose if you have to, or start your preparations all the way for the split. You can stop in that equestrian which we practiced. We're going to spend quite a while here, so give it a little bit of the time. Once you feel you can progress a little bit more. You don't have to go there right away. Also a great idea to use the blocks underneath the hamstring. Keep working, guys. Wherever you are, it's all yours. It doesn't have to be perfect. We're going to give it another few breaths to hold. Keep on breathing, guys. Keep on breathing. Very nice. Good job, guys. And slowly take it back. Switch. Right and left sides can be very different. Flexibility-wise, especially after power Tabata. On Thursday, that's very tense. Give it a solid hold, guys, 4, 5, 10 breaths before you start to expand. And then, once you're ready. Leave your front knee till the very last thing to extend. Let's give it a couple more extra breaths wherever you are. And come on up. Put your knees together and feet separate. Use the blocks underneath and sit on the blocks if you have the blocks, or if you can sit easily on the floor, that's perfect. Let's close our eyes. And while we're holding this basic Virasana or hero pose, let's express silent gratitudes. We have a lot of things to be grateful for. We can make to the class. Most importantly, we can move, we can practice. Our mind is works perfectly, sharp. We have places to live, our homes. We have families to love in our homes and households. We have shelter for the soul, our physical body, which might not be perfect, but we must love it and strive to improve. Every change begins within us, not outside, not externally. We're looking for answers and tools inside. We already have everything we need. Let's slowly fold forward, unless you need to leave the asana right away. Give it a few extra breaths. Keep your eyes closed and transfer your feet to the front in a cross-legged position. Sit up straight so the body can breathe and the oxygen can flow through the body. Reach arms all the way up overhead. And before you draw your hands back to the heart, invite anything you want to invite in your life. Health, healing, flexibility, love, passion, abundance, wealth, happiness. The only limitations is what we're reaching for. Look inside the heart. Express another silent gratitude. Express the beautiful, gorgeous, ginormous smile from your heart so it radiates through each and every pore of your skin. Smile with your heart and you might change someone's life today. Namaste.